Attention passionate Dallas, Cowboys. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Dallas Cowboys' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Dallas Cowboys fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Dallas, COWBOYSFANS. Let's get to the news in what could be one of the most surprising and impactful rumors of the NFL season. Whispers are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade involving none other than Trent Williams, the legendary left tackle of the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds almost too good to be true, especially given Williams' stature as one of the best offensive linemen in the league. But the NFL is all about bold moves, and right now, the Cowboys are reportedly exploring the possibility of acquiring Williams to bolster their offensive line and elevate their Super Bowl chances. We all know how crucial the trenches are in football. The Cowboys' offensive line has been solid this season, but there's always room for improvement, especially when you're chasing a championship. Trent Williams, with his 15-year career and over 190 games played, is a game-changer. He's a trench titan who has consistently been rated among the league's best pass protectors, with a PFF grade of 92, 5 in pass blocking and a run block score of 98. His ability to anchor the blind side is almost unmatched, and it's this kind of stability that can turn an offense from good to elite. Now let's dive into the rumors and what they could mean. According to sources close to the situation, the 49ers, sitting at a disappointing 3-8 with about $20 million in cap space free, are in a rebuilding phase on the offensive line. They're reportedly willing to part ways with Williams, potentially in exchange for a first-round pick and a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The idea behind this move is to free up cap space, rebuild the OL, and maybe even focus more on their defense and skill positions, areas where they need reinforcements, especially with the looming Kittle contract and cap implications. For the Cowboys, acquiring Williams could be a game-changer. They are sitting at 5-5-1, just a game behind the division leaders, and have been looking for ways to strengthen their front line. Williams would bring not only skill, but also leadership and a winning mentality that can elevate the entire offensive unit. His presence on the blind side would mean better protection for Dak Prescott, giving him more time to find his receivers and extend plays. This could be crucial, especially when you're facing aggressive defenses in the playoffs. Let's talk about how Williams fits into the Cowboys' current offensive scheme. With Tyron Smith still recovering from injuries and Tyler Smith improving, but still developing, adding Trent Williams would give Dallas a veteran presence and a Pro Bowl caliber player who's been a dominant force for over a decade. His ability to create running lanes and protect against pressure would improve the team's overall efficiency. In 2025, Williams played 11 games, maintaining an overall PFF grade of 87. 9 with pass blocking at 80. 5 and run blocking at 86. 1. He allowed only 2 sacks and 15 pressures, playing over 92% of the snaps without injury setbacks. That kind of durability and consistency is exactly what Dallas needs to push further into the postseason. Furthermore, Williams has been a key part of the 49ers' offensive success, boosting their OL efficiency by around 18%. And contributing to a run-after-catch YAC average of 5.2 yards per attempt. His presence solidifies the left side of the line, making it an impenetrable fortress that can handle the most aggressive defenses the NFC has to offer. For the Cowboys, that means fewer sacks, more time for Dak to operate, and a significant boost in their pass efficiency. Now, looking at the bigger picture, the 49ers' reasons for releasing Williams make sense from a cap management perspective. They have about $20 million in cap space, but with Kittle's pending contract, they need to make room for other key players, particularly on the edge and at cornerback. The decision to move Williams could be driven by a strategic rebuild, especially since losing elite tackles typically results in a 20% drop in pass protection efficiency, similar to what happened to the Washington Redskins after losing Trent Williams. They suffered a surge in pressures allowed, and their pass protection fell off a cliff, which could be why the 49ers are willing to part with him now. For Dallas, this potential move isn't just about plugging a hole. It's about transforming their entire offensive line into a trench-dominating unit that can dominate in both run and pass games. Imagine Trent Williams paired with Tyler Smith on the left side, creating a formidable duo that opponents would have nightmares trying to contain. This would also open up more options in the passing game, letting Dak Prescott operate with better protection and more confidence, especially in high-pressure situations. In terms of game stats and analytics, adding Williams could lead to a projected increase of roughly 22% in pass protection EPA, expected points added, significantly reducing sacks allowed, potentially bringing that number down from around 3-1 per game to closer to 1.9. It would also boost the offensive line rating by approximately 14%. When you consider how crucial protecting your quarterback is in the NFL, especially in the playoffs, these improvements could be the difference between a deep run and an early exit. Furthermore, Williams' ability to create mismatches on the line would benefit the entire offense. For instance, his matchup against defensive ends like Guyton could see a +2.4 block win rate, and his run blocking would open up lanes for Tony Pollard and the rest of the backfield. With Prescott gaining more time, potentially an extra 1/8 seconds per dropback, and play action efficiency jumping from 58% to 78%, the Cowboys' offense could become even more explosive. That extra time allows Dak to read defenses better, find Lamb in space more often, and maximize yards after catch, which is where CD Lamb excels, with a YAC increase of 16%. Defensive improvements would also come from Williams' influence. His presence on the line helps the defense by forcing offenses into longer developing plays and giving the Cowboys' pass rush more room to operate. His run-stopping ability adds about 15% more stops against the run, which could be vital in tight games. And with the Cowboys' injury history this season, having a veteran like Williams to provide stability and leadership in the trenches could be the missing piece they need to balance a team that has shown flashes of greatness, but has yet to put it all together consistently. Looking ahead, the odds of the Cowboys making a deep Super Bowl run could see a significant shift if this trade materializes. Currently, the odds are around +3,000, but with Williams anchoring their line, some sportsbooks are already bumping those odds closer to +1,600, reflecting the increased confidence in Dallas' championship potential. When you think about the impact of a trench dynasty, building a line that lasts for years, controlling the line of scrimmage, and setting the tone for the team, you realize how transformative this could be. The Cowboys could be on the cusp of something special, especially if they can finalize a deal that brings the 49ers trench beast into their fold. Of course, there are skeptics. Moving Williams would be a bold move, considering his age. He's 35 years old. And some wonder if the 49ers are truly motivated to part ways with such a cornerstone. But if the trade happens, it would be a strategic masterstroke, making the Cowboys not just contenders, but a team that could dominate the NFC for years to come. Think about how they could leverage this upgrade in the trenches to outmuscle rivals like the Eagles and the Giants, asserting their dominance in the division and beyond. In conclusion, this potential trade isn't just about acquiring a great player. It's about reshaping the Cowboys' future, creating a trench dynasty that could define the franchise for the next decade. The move would send a message to the NFL that Dallas is serious about winning now and building an unstoppable front line that can carry them through the playoffs and into the Super Bowl. It's a bold vision, but if it comes true, it could be one of the most significant and historic moves in recent Cowboys history. The NFL landscape might be shifting, and Dallas has a chance to be at the forefront of that change. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Are you all in favor of bringing Trent Williams to Dallas and boosting our Super Bowl chances? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cowboys. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the Cowboys are positioning themselves for greatness. Let's keep the faith, stay loud, and get ready to make some noise in the playoffs. Because if this trade happens, it might just be the start of a new era of Cowboys dominance, one built on a trench dynasty that could last for years.